This is the May 17th update on my gaming bind creation program. The focus in this update is for a sequential bind generator. Just a quick explanation on what binds are. In video games, when you press a key and initiates an action in the game, that's referred to as a key bind. The key is bound to a given action. Some games allow you to create bind files. So when you, well, let me just open an example here. Oh, wrong file. Yeah, so like this bind file has 4 binds in it. When I press 1, it executes the power that's in slot 1, and then loads, bind load file, this file. If I press 2, it executes the power that's in slot 2 of my power tray, and then loads the next file. Alt 1, it activates the power that's in slot 1 of the first alternate tray, and then loads this file, so on and so forth. What I'm working on here is I have this series of text files, and each text file has multiple lines of text in it. What I want to do is create a series of files. So when I press F10, the character in the game will, create a text bubble that says, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. And then it'll load the next file. So when I press F10 again, the character will say, I'm going to make an offer you can't refuse. It'll then load the next file, and when I hit F10 again, you don't understand, I could have had class, I could have been a contender, I could have been somebody, instead of a bum, which is what I am. And so on and so forth. I've got one for Transformers. It's the intro theme to the 1984 cartoon. The intro theme for Scooby-Doo, Fraggle Rock. Yeah, I mean, these are just kind of stupid binds, or stupid things to have a little bit of fun with in-game. But the point is, each line has to be a separate bind file. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so like just this file would need to create 118 separate bind files. That gets really tedious. And it's really a perfect example of what something like Python is really, really good for automating. So I've built this program that will take a series of text files and generate the necessary files to create the binds. So let's run it. Run as a Python file. Okay, how many files am I going to process? I'm going to process 8. What's the name of the first set? I'm going to name it Transformers. And it's going to be transformers.txt. So as you can see, that's the name of the file that I'm reading. Okay, and then the second one, Scooby-Doo. Okay, so I've told it all the files I'm going to use, and then we're going to run it. And hopefully I typed everything in properly. Okay. So as you can see, it's created the folders, series of files, and each file. When I press F10, in the local channel, the character will say, the Transformers, and then load the next file. More than meets the eye, load the next file, Transformers, so on, and so on, and so on. As you can see, it's done for all of them. So let's go ahead and hop into the game and test them real quick. Okay, so I'm in the game. I loaded the first file, hit F10. Transformers, more than meets the eye. the Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye, Transformers, Robots in Disguise, Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticon. I'm not hitting a different button each time. I'm just hitting F10. And after each one, it loads the next file. And I can do that for any of the files that I just created. So, Scooby-Doo. Hey, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Okay, I won't subject you anymore in my attempts at singing. But, see, it just created each file in sequence for me. So, my next objective is to build a function that will allow the user to create, execution binds based on power slots. So if I hit 1, it'll launch the power that's in slot 1, and, might say something, might say nothing, whatever. But that's really the next step. So, thank you.